NFL Weekly 12. Yeah, we on week 12. What happened to week 11? It don't matter. But nah, under the weather. 2 ear infections. Your boy couldn't do anything. For those of you that care, ear infections, not fun. Sharp pains, they was like hitting your boy. I couldn't focus. So we gonna skip week 11. We went straight to 12. We just skipping weeks. Yep, that's how we operate over here. But yes, we got it for you. We gonna get into this recap. We ain't gonna delay you no more. We delayed you a week already. We ain't gonna do that to you. So we're gonna start with Thursday night, last Thursday for y'all. Texans, they took care of the Bills. Bills, y'all play too much. Yeah, Texans 23-20. No CJ Stroud still in concussion protocol. Mills, he's been filling in. Gave him 153 with the passing, 2 touchdowns. Marks gave him 74 rushing yards. That Texas defense is a nightmare. Them boys racked up 8 sacks, got to Allen 8 times. Anderson Jr., oh boy, and Hunter, 2 sacks each, had their way. 10 for Anderson, 11 for Hunter on the year for sacks. That defense is a nightmare. Allen couldn't do a thing. He couldn't even have a private thought. He couldn't even have a thought close to a thought. That man was getting rushed. And unfortunately, when we see Allen getting pressured, he don't look like the Allen that we used to seeing. He don't look like MVP Allen. He looks like year 1, year 2 Allen. Those of you that know, you know. So yeah, Texans 6-5. They holding on. CJ Stroud, like I said, he's still out. Hopefully he comes back because it's been 2 weeks with the concussion protocol. Hopefully it's not something deeper. But yeah, they holding on. They 6-5 in the division, and they keep going. The Bills. This is one of those games. Unfortunately, we seen from the Bills where you think they would win and come in and put their mark on the game and just have a dominant game where hey, let's beat up on a team that doesn't have a star quarterback, and of course in Bills fashion, they fall short. Yes, he was sacked 8 times. Nothing you can do when you get hit that much. But this is one of those games that the Bills let it get away from them. We see it over the years. Those games where they have that, let's start building up wins and let's start getting ourselves ready for the playoffs, and then it looks like, we going backwards. So hopefully the Bills clean that up. Texans, y'all keep going. The Colts, on the other hand, we're going to get into the Colts. They fall short to the Chiefs 23-20. Funny part about it is the Colts led 20-9 in the fourth quarter, and then Mahomes, they found a way to get down the field and score twice, and Mahomes didn't throw a touchdown pass. 352 yards, no touchdown pass. When's the last time we've said that about Mahomes? But all in all, they still find a way to win. Jones, 181, 2 touchdowns, a chill game pretty much from him. Nothing too deep, but the Colts, I think this was a game to establish the Colts establish themselves as a team that can beat some of the better teams. Even though Kansas City doesn't have that great record, they're 6-5. They still went to the Super Bowl, and they still are considered a Super Bowl caliber team. And I think the Colts just kind of let this one go. I don't know really what happened as far as that. Had opportunities to put it away and just didn't ice it. And this is some criticism about the Colts, that they're a team that looks good, but when it comes to playing some of the better competition, are you going to be able to handle that? And this is one of them games where you could have put that stamp so people can get off your back. Because for those of you who don't know, the Patriots and the Colts, and to the extent the Broncos, are taking a lot of heat because they have very good records, but they have those records because they've been playing what seems to be an easy schedule. And you can't help who you play. It ain't your fault. I mean, you don't make the schedule, but when you do get those teams like the Chiefs, you want to go ahead and handle that. And you up 20-9 in the fourth quarter, you want to kind of close that out and go on to the next one, because these games, we about a month left, so you want to start getting that mind ready, start building that momentum, going to the playoffs. So The Chiefs, they still hanging on, man. 6-5. They right there in the hunt. When the last time you said the Chiefs was in the hunt and not guaranteed getting ready for the playoffs and close to December? It's weird. But yeah, the Colts, they still 8-3. They ain't fell off. 8-4. They ain't fell off, but you're in a division where the Texans are still hanging around 6-5, Jaguars 7-4. Kind of want to put that distance between you, especially when you have these games, because you still have to deal with the Texans again, and you have to deal with the Jaguars. So you want to create all that space. But I think the Colts will be okay. They'll keep rolling. So we're gonna talk about it. Your man Shedeur, he had his first start. Finally, nothing against Gabriel, but I mean it was kind of inevitable. You play Gabriel a few games, then you play Shedeur a few games, and you see what you got. And little tip for the Cleveland Browns organization: I don't know much. I ain't nobody's front office, but you play both of them, give them both a couple games this year. That way you don't have to answer questions about them playing next year. And then you don't have to go into training camp next year with people wondering if Shedeur can play because he's already played. So yes, this is a good idea. Somebody's over there thinking, doing the right thing. But yeah, Shedeur, his first game as a Browns, he won the first game. First Browns quarterback starter to win a game, his first game in over 30 years. What kind of sick stat is that? 30 years. No quarterback for the Browns has won his first game. That's some bad juju over there. Y'all got to pray that off. That ain't no good. 30 years? Y'all had 42 quarterbacks start for y'all since 99. Wow. That's but Shedeur, you got that record. I don't know if that's a record I would want to have because that reflects on the organization more than the players. But yeah, because you would think you would get 30 years. That's crazy. But yeah, Browns do beat the Raiders 24-10. Shedeur 209, one touchdown, one interception. Myles Garrett, 3 most sacks. Boy got 17 of them. He on his way. He going for that record. Sorry, whoever got that record, I believe it's Michael Strahan. Somebody can fact check me. Yeah, seven left. I think he's going to get that. The way he's going, he might get it the next game against the 49ers. Because, yeah, they ain't look too cute either the other night. But, yeah, anyways, Shedeur, he did have a pretty solid game. I mean, he just got to get out there and get his feet wet. He will be the starter for the next game against the 49ers, so you got that going for you. You can get this is what you do with these quarterbacks. You play both because you got 2 rookie quarterbacks. Play both. You're not bringing Deshaun Watson back. You traded Flacco to get him out the way, and you're not going to start Kenny Pickett. So you might as well see what you got in the 2 rookies and then go from there. At least you know if you have something to work with, because I don't think Cleveland is world bad, but you do need to improve in certain areas, and we'll see. The coach, Stefanski, no game ball for Shedeur. I know it seems petty. He might not want to start Shedeur. He might want to. Who knows? But maybe he's just overall the media that's surrounding Shedeur. But I mean, no game ball. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You're going to have to get over yourself if that's the case. Whoever going to give you the best chance to win, you just going to have to do what you got to do, because Stefanski, you ain't got too many more of these type of seasons anyway. I mean, I know you was thinking that Deshaun Watson was going to come in and you was going to get Texans all-pro Deshaun Watson, but you have not. So, and these losing seasons have been piling up. And Flacco couldn't save you this time around, so you're going to have to figure out the best thing for you and your job security, because these losing seasons, y'all getting a couple of them. It ain't getting too much better, so put your feelings aside. Whoever needs to be the starter needs to be the starter before you find yourself unemployed somewhere. This ain't what you want. Don't play with that unemployment, boy. It's getting rough out there. Y'all see what's going on. Anyways, we're going to move on. We're going to move right along. Oh, boy. Real quick, we're going to talk about these Bears. They continue to find ways. I just have no idea how the Bears win. They are 8-3. And for all of these games that they won, they probably could have easily lost. So something is going on with the Bears. Are they this year's Washington Commanders? Maybe. But yeah, the Bears continue to win. They win 31-28 against the Steelers. They didn't get to battle Rodgers. I wanted to see that. See what Rodgers do against them. Probably his last time playing against them, unless he decide he want to go somewhere else. Who knows? But yeah, so the Bears, Caleb, 239 on the day, 3 touchdowns. Caleb, he's been pretty clean. That he needs to get better with his downfield accuracy, of course. Completion percentage, 59%. That's not where you want him, but he's making the throws. He's making plays. It's like this team is sleepy through the first 3 quarters, and then they just decide they want to wake up and play in the fourth. I don't know if it's some Jedi mind trick they doing against people, but it's working. But with the Bears, y'all gonna have to knock that off because you got grown men Eagles coming into town. Even though the Eagles, we're gonna talk about them in a minute. You got grown men Eagles coming into town. You do have Green Bay twice. You have Detroit once again after that earlier in the season. And you do have the 49ers. So, and I do believe the Browns is in there as well. And that's pretty much your season. So a lot of those teams, that's not to be played with. So you don't want to keep winning like this. You've been sliding. You've been sliding by with a lot of these wins. And yes, against backups, you can't help that. Yes, against the Giants and the Aints. My bad, y'all. The Saints. Aints. Come on, man. Aints. Saints. I'm sorry. Y'all, look, I'm sorry, New Orleans. I love y'all. God bless New Orleans. But yeah, you don't want to keep building a foundation. But at the same time, you do need to learn how to win before you can dominate. You don't just roll out the bed and start dominating. But 8-3. That's where the Bears are. You right there. You get the Black Friday game. We got a decent one this time. The last few Black Fridays been kind of duds. Kind of like no sir. I'm in the house. I just ain't gonna watch that. I'm cool on that. But this one looks like it's gonna be decent. Bears versus the Eagles. I'm not promoting for Amazon. They don't pay me nothing. But I'm just letting y'all know the game is gonna be on if you want to watch that. If you trying not to do Black Friday, you trying to stay away from people. You just want to go hide. It's gonna be a game on Friday. They looking out for us. Appreciate y'all. But anyways, yeah. So Bears, we're gonna see what y'all made of this next month because it's getting real. So this is what it is. We're gonna see. Ain't nobody hating on you. We just want to see what y'all do against these teams because this is what you're supposed to do. Build up these wins, and then when you start playing some of these playoff Super Bowl aspiration teams, then you don't have so much pressure to go 5-6 or 6-6. You can probably split some of these games and still get you 11 wins and make the playoffs. So y'all doing the right thing. Keep that up. Oh, so we said we was gonna talk about the Eagles. Oh, Eagles. You won't do it right, will you? I don't understand. Eagles, y'all start off hot and y'all look like a team that everybody would fear in the NFL. And then as the quarters go by, y'all just look like a team that has no desire to play football after the second quarter. No, I'm going to say after halfway of the second quarter. It's just like we scored real quick and then scored quick again, and then we said we cool on that. And I get it. Y'all got the talent to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it on both sides. I get that. But sometimes you just got to have some urgency. And even though this team has, they're 8-3 after the loss. They're 8-4 after the loss to the Cowboys. But that is a game you're supposed to handle. Real quick, my bad, y'all. Cowboys was down 21-0. Yeah, some of it was from fumbling the ball, miscues here and there. But the Eagles, you got A.J. Brown going. You got Smith going. Hurts look good. This is what you wanted. This is what people been asking for. And it looked like we had sat down, figured it out. Not we, but y'all. and 21-0, and then Dallas battles back with all the heart in the world. Dak turning up, running for touchdowns, diving full force. Dak, be careful, man. That was a good dive, but be careful, big bro. You don't need no injuries. But yeah, Dak, he just did whatever he wanted to do. Now the Dallas offense is legit. The defense is the problem, and that makes it even harder to understand because that defense ain't got it at all. They lacking. Them and the Bengals is in competition. They in neck and neck competition for the worst defenses in the league, probably in history. I mean, the stats is they in the bottom. Both of them in the bottom, and there's no talent there to make you fall off a cliff like that after scoring 21 points just like that. And the Eagles, I don't know. Sometimes y'all got it, sometimes you don't. But I mean, people did get their stats, so that's a bright point. Eagles, you do got the Bears this Friday, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how y'all feel. It's like, depending on how y'all feel, if y'all want to play for real or play no. But y'all, it would be nice to see the Eagles that we've seen the last 2 years. A mix of that, where you have Saquon, running, and then you also have A.J. Brown and Smith just getting their yardage, and Hurts doing it, mixing, matching with the run and pass. It would be nice to see that. But this team, with all of that not being done, still the top team in the league, so counts for something. We got to give love to Dak because he had 354 passing yards. Becomes the all-time leader of passing yards for the Cowboys. Let me get y'all the right number. 34,183 yards. That's what that man has done for the Cowboys. Jerry, man, boy, you better be thankful. On Thanksgiving, you better be thankful for Dak. I mean, that man is really saving his team. Him and Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, these guys out here balling. Williams, also with the running. I mean, these guys, you better be thankful that this offense is playing out of their minds, because the lack of support on the defense end, some injuries over there, but you do lack pass rushing. You did go get Quinn Williams, but he just came there, so we ain't even on big bro. He just got there 2 days ago. But the defense still not having that pass rusher, giving away pass rushing like Parsons, giving away that type of caliber of player. These guys have really stepped up, and Dallas is 5-5 in a tie, so you got to give them credit for that. They are willing their way to victories. Maybe this is a spark for them. They do have Kansas City on Thanksgiving, so we'll see what Dallas is going to do. Now, Dallas, we talk to you. Come on in a little bit. Come on in. Yep, right there. Dallas, we seen this before, where y'all look like y'all turn the corner and then you go backwards. And everybody's going to be watching on Thanksgiving, because there's no other games to watch. So you're going to have the soul, for 3 hours, it's going to be on you. Look, don't have people watching you in that Texas heat and come outside on Thanksgiving in that Texas heat and y'all get spanked by the Chiefs. Don't let that happen. Because it seems like when people give y'all compliments, they give you the thumbs up, you start going down. So just keep building off of that. Defense, help them out. Just a little bit. Whatever y'all did against the Eagles in the second half, that's what y'all need to do. That type of energy. Just a little bit. Help this team out. I think this team might go somewhere. But we got to knock on wood for that. But yeah, so that is where we are at with the NFL. So what do we learn? We learned that the Eagles play when they want, but they still good. We learned that Dallas might have a chance, but we'll see. Bears find a way to win, even though they probably shouldn't be winning these games. And Shedeur starting, after starting his first game, starting again. We'll see where that goes for Cleveland. And the Bills, sometimes Buffalo don't Buffalo. But, yep, all in the NFL. That's week 12. That's what I got for you. So I appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Happy Thanksgiving, all of y'all.